G'day all, my name's Jimmy Kakanis and today I'll be having a chat with Joe Gander about marine studies and how he's become involved in helping other teachers by managing the Marine Studies New South Wales Facebook page. Hey Joe, how are you?
Yeah, good mate. Good. How are you?
That's good, yep, going well, going well. Thanks for talking to me today. Hopefully we'll get a couple bit of info out there for some people that are starting marine studies and just get maybe wanting to get more out of teaching the subject. So can you first off tell us a little bit about the page, and you've got the Facebook page, what's its purpose, that sort of thing.
Um, it's. I started the page when I started teaching marine because I found there was the Marine Teachers Association, which is fine and serves a purpose out there. But I just wanted some sort of like free sharing conversation platform, and there was other Science Teachers New South Wales. I'm a science teacher, obviously, many marine teachers are. And I just thought I'd just create something free.
Yep.
And that's just easy sharing, and teaching's a pretty rough job, or a tough job sometimes. So if I can make a resource and share it, and it can help other teachers, then I reckon that's pretty good. And if everyone did a bit more of that, it'd make our jobs a little bit easier. So yeah, basically I'm probably not as active on it as I should be. Sometimes it'll take me a couple of weeks. I've set up the Google Drive at the same time, and there's 300-400 members there at the moment, and I encourage them to share, and some good stuff's come out of it. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's so good. So you said you're a science teacher. Is that was your background first? Like, did you study marine studies at uni or anything like that, or?
Nothing. I did a Bachelor of Science degree, which is, I'm from the Wollongong area. It's a pretty common degree where you do 4 years of education in with 4 years of science. So I think a lot of marine studies teachers don't have any background in some sort of marine science. They're just science teachers in general. So I teach junior science, and I've always taught physics. So I've been a physics teacher for 10 years now. But the marine side comes from surfing and fishing and diving and all those other aspects of your life. That's sort of what drives you to do the marine stuff, I guess. And I think a lot of marine teachers as well have some sort of ocean background, or at least love of nature.
Yeah, definitely an interest. No
actual degree in marine.
Yeah. No, it seems to be, at least the general gist I got was most teachers in marine sort of came into it from the side somewhere along the way. And I guess that's probably my first sort of question is how, as a new marine studies teacher, I sort of came across this myself in going into marine is what's a good run-in for a teacher to be all right, where do I start? What am I looking at first to figure out how to teach marine studies?
Yeah, so it's a bit of a load when you first get marine if you don't know what's going on. So it can help to have people to talk to. But basically, I think one of the things when I talk to people, I get a lot of people message me and they say, "Oh, can I have a phone call? Can we chat?" I've been thrust into marine this year, and I have to teach it for the first time. And often it's sometimes within a faculty, it's generally run within the science faculty. I've seen it run within HSIE, TSAM, and PDH across different schools. But 9 times out of 10, it's usually in the science faculty. And often you'll have your teachers who take your chemistries and physics, and marine sometimes gets I think it gets a bit of a pointy end of the stick if there's been staffing changes, and you get a lot of people who get it just given to them. So the first thing I reckon you need to do for marine is understand that it's not a science subject. It actually comes from the TAS syllabus. So try and separate the idea that you need to do lessons and workbooks and writing, and it says in the syllabus it's 50% practical. So you should be before you dive into the syllabus and the modules you want to do, I think you need to go, what practical things can I do? Not in my area. So for me, I'm really lucky that I live walking distance to a lake and walking distance to a pet shop, which is not a chain pet shop, like a pet barn. It's just a local supplier, and they do heaps of fish. But we've also got access to a bus. We can drive to the pool, we can drive to the beach. river mouth entry. We've got
Wow.
just a harbour, heaps of fishing. So I started from what do I want to do?
Yep.
No, forget the modules. Just go.
Yep.
Term 1, it's going to be warm. I want to be at the beach.
Yeah.
Term 2,
Cool.
it's going to be, the weather's not going to be full cooked. It's not quite winter yet.
Yep.
I want to be, walking around the rock platforms.
Yep.
Term 3, I'm going to go fishing when it's a bit cooler. Term 4, I want to ramp back up to swimming. So that's basically what I did.
Yep.
Then I try and find the modules to fit what I want to do rather than the other way around. So start with your, and then, so that's my area. There's two pieces of that puzzle. There's your local area and the resources you have access to.
Okay.
And the other side of it is your skill set. So I surf and I dive.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like fishing. I don't have the patience for fishing.
Yeah,
but I've taught myself. We had to do a whole term on fishing.
Yep.
So you do have to compromise. You can't always go. I can't do that.
Yep.
The other thing I do a lot of is aquariums.
Mm-hmm.
Currently have about 42 aquariums in my classroom.
Wow.
And that I never had an aquarium. I never even had a fish before I got marine studies.
Yep.
So I just thought, I got a bit of spare space. Sometimes science rooms have like a prep room next to them, and ours wasn't getting used that well. And I thought, can I chuck some tanks in here? Before I knew it, I reckon we were setting up breeding tanks like crazy. So
wow.
I think that's the first step, is look at what's in your area.
Yep.
Look at what your skill sets are, and sometimes you might need to compromise there, and then go start looking at what your modules are and what you think you want to teach. Don't. I remember having conversations with people in the past, and they say you have to do dangerous marine mammals or marine animals. I've never taught that module.
No.
I've never taught a marine student about a shark or a whale.
Yep.
Which will be contradictory to what a lot of marine teachers do. That's I think that's the most common. I did a survey on the Facebook group.
Oh yeah.
And dangerous marine creatures was the most commonly taught module in New South Wales.
Okay.
So I've never taught it.
Yep.
So yeah, I think tailor it to what you can access and what you can do. So that would be my first thing.
Oh.
Sorry.
Man, that's great. That's such a good run in. It's like to understand, just the perspective on how you'd take the subject, right? Because when you first sort of look at that sort of stuff, I'm sure for a lot of young teachers going into it, all you got is the syllabus and you're trying to navigate all that. But yeah, I did remember seeing that 50% practical thing. So I like the way you're saying, really just look at what's available and then go from there, fit the modules, because there's like 40 or something, isn't there?
Yeah, so you have to do, if you're running a 200-hour course, you need to do your course plus 11 options.
Yep.
And you've got, I can't remember, 48 or 49.
Yeah, okay.
One of it's a personal interest project,
Yep.
Which means you can basically call that whatever you want and tack that onto another module. If you want to do more fishing and your students love fishing, you can do a personal interest fishing project.
Yep.
Also, the wording, particularly in the stage 6 syllabus, I teach stage 5, I've taught stage 6 in the past, but I spent Monday in at school mentoring our new stage 6 teacher. They use that word indicative as well. So they've got your hours you need to do, but marine studies is all about flexibility. Like if you want to do a little bit, if you're teaching stage 6 and you want to do more, recreational fishing or boating license, just go for it.
Yeah.
Right? Just program it in and say, look, I'm not going to do 15, I'm going to do 30 hours on this, and just put it in your scope and sequence and do it. And that's what the syllabus allows for. It's like an interest-based subject. The other thing I probably missed out on that, if you are a new teacher and you have no idea, obviously you've got, what did I say? I said your local resources and area and your interest. The students are also an excellent resource.
Of course.
As well.
Yep.
So one of the first things, if you get fresh into a school and you get a new course, so say the year 8 kids pick it or the year 10 kids pick it for year 11, and at the end of the year what your class lists are, go find all those kids and have a meeting with them at the end of term 4 and say, look, I'm your marine teacher, it's the first time I've done it, here's all the subjects, what are you interested in? And you can get the syllabus and cut it up into little things, and they can go around, make I've done this before, where you explain how it works, and then they walk around the room and they have 10 post-its.
Yeah.
And they read it and they go, marine seabirds, that sounds like garbage.
Yep.
So they don't put their post-it on that
Yep.
one. And then they go, aquarium, and they put their post-it on that one. And then what you do is at the end you say thanks, and then you go, what has the most post-its?
Yep.
You've done basically a survey of the students' background interest, and that will help you with setting up your course, making sure that it is going to be something that the students enjoy and have high engagement. So yeah, I probably didn't mention
Nah.
students are pretty important as well.
Yeah, that's great. And yeah, I feel like that ticks all the parts that are important. Is like, yep, what have you got available? What are you interested in, and what are the students interested in, and then finding the best match of all that sort of stuff. And that seems like a really good tactic. I can't remember. I've heard of that before. It's got a name, but I can't remember what it is. But yeah, the post-it notes.
Triangulate, maybe.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, do that. Yeah, that's good.
Department buzzword if I've ever heard.
That's funny as. Yeah, triangulate it. All right. Well, we can use it too. Okay, cool. I reckon that's a pretty good start for the marine studies, like for a new teacher. I'm just thinking now in terms of the group that you manage. So, like, did you just start that group, or was it already there? Like, how did you?
No, I started it. I just saw a gap, and I just cranked it open. I just made it, and I just invited a bunch of people.
Yep.
Stuck a bunch of resources, and it was slow. It took maybe a year to get off the ground, and now it's sort of, it's organically, moving itself. I put a call out about a year ago for a couple of people to help me manage it, and I made them admins, and they helped with the Google Drive.
Oh, cool.
Which was a bit of send. I sort of got to a point where I realised I can't manage it all by myself.
Sure. Yep.
And yeah, it's good when I chuck stuff up. Other people answer the questions now.
Nice.
So if you see those established Facebook pages like New South Wales science teachers, they get heaps of people answering questions and helping. And yeah, I still think it's probably in its infancy stages. But yeah, other people jump in, and that's good. I think it's good. Like, it started off, I was just like the starting point. Realistically, if it's running well, then I don't need it. If someone else knows, I don't need to answer it. And you see some of the good conversations on there, and there's a lot of people in New South Wales that know lots about marine, so it's good to see them helping.
Oh, it's cool. Like the expertise comes across, and people are happy to share, and that's good that it's that you appreciate it and that encourage it too.
Yeah.
That's cool. And then I guess in terms of like what to post, do you just sort of go on interest or what you've found useful, or how do you sort of decide that?
I just post things that are relevant to me. Like the other day, I posted about the polar courses for kids in the water. If I make a resource, unfortunately, with my role at school, I'm spending a little bit less time in developing the new resources. My course is sort of tightened up. I'm not doing a lot of creation at the moment.
Yep.
But if those come up, I try to share sometimes other people's resources, because people sit on a lot of good resources.
Totally.
And I see them go into the drive. You know when you jump on the drive and it's like recently added?
Yep.
Sometimes I click on them, and if they're good, I'll try and chuck them on and say, this person added it.
Yep.
Just because Facebook's more, or any social media platform's a little bit more in your face. So it pops up, oh, that'll be alright.
Yeah. Yep.
Just things that will help people, really.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Cool.
And I'm guessing the group's probably helped your own marine practice as well. Like, is there any stories of stuff that other people have shared that you've kind of utilised and brought into your own?
Yeah, all the mandatory stuff.
Yeah, cool.
Nice.
I'm not very good at making. Well, I could do it, but it's not. You know what it's like.
It's not your strength, yeah.
You want to put your time and your energy into making the bits of the course that you enjoy. So I tend to gloss over things like some of the mandatory aspects of like Core 1 and Core 2.
Yep.
The cores in Stage 6. And a lot of people have put up excellent, like really good module books.
Great.
That will be really simplified, linked to the syllabus, and it allows the kids to do just a bunch of mandatory worksheets or Google Docs and just tick that mandatory stuff out.
Yeah, yep.
I can worry about going swimming and taking care of our fish tanks and all the other fun stuff, which is more you want to do more.
Of course, yeah. That's the more juicy stuff. You know, that's the things that keep it all exciting and interesting for everyone. But yeah, I guess you've got to make sure you do that mandatory stuff too. So that's good. And so that stuff's all on the drive as well.
Yeah, it's all there. It's on the drive under all the modules. I haven't checked on the drive. It'd be good to see. I always try and encourage people to put stuff on there, so I hope they're doing it, chucking it up.
Yep. Okay, cool. Anything else? Any future plans for the group or anything like that, or just kind of?
I've wanted to do, because it's like obviously you've reached out to have this chat now, but I have conversations with people all the time, and I did a survey about 2 years ago before COVID.
Yep.
What do people want? Because I was really going to start. I was going to try and set up professional learning.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. It eats up and timetabler, and it eats up a fair bit of time.
Totally.
So
Yep.
I haven't been able to sync recently the passion I want to, but that was always one of my goals to create professional learning, because it doesn't exist. There is no registered professional learning for marine studies anywhere.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. So
it's a real, just like the Facebook was a gap in terms of free sharing.
Yep.
There's no PL. So if you're a beginning teacher, there's not like, imagine if there's a PL course in week 3, like, boy, it'd probably be better at the end of term, like design your marine course for stage 5.
Yeah.
People would love. It'd be so helpful for people. So I'd love to be able to design something like that.
Okay.
Whether I get the time.
Yeah, could be one of those. Yep, one of those ones. Or maybe, who knows? There might be someone down the track who's like willing to collaborate with you or something like that. I don't know. Who knows? But maybe one day. It seems like something that could be utilised.
Yeah, I think it'd be helpful. It's just the setup. Once you set it up, you just keep running it, and teachers, you'll be able to help different teachers every year. So it's that initial setup phase. So.
Yeah, cool. Who knows? Maybe like an online course or something that you could video. Could be something you do it once and then people just buy in. Who knows?
But one of the biggest things I get asked is aquarium setups.
Yeah.
So, like, I've got a very tight recipe for how I do the aquariums. Every aquarium's identical.
Yep.
And all the equipment's interchangeable.
Okay.
So I only use one type of thing for every single thing.
Yeah.
It makes it really simple for students, but then it can also be, if you have a 2 foot, 3 foot, 4 foot, you sort of roll it out all the same, and you can repeat it. So I reckon you could almost do professional learning on just aquarium setups.
Cool.
And how to bring that in. That's a great idea. Yeah, sweet.
Dreams, man.
Yeah. Who knows? There's so many. Okay, cool. Anything else you got for me? I think that's pretty much all I really wanted to ask.
Not in particular, but yeah, thanks for reaching out and wanting to have a chat. And hopefully some people watch this, and I've answered some questions for them and helped some people. But yeah, if people ever want stuff, just chuck it on the group, on the feed.
Yep.
Someone always answers. So
epic.
Keep sharing,
All right.
Well, thanks so much for your time, Joe. That was great. I'll send it all to you.
Cool.
Thanks, mate.